In my talk on the fear of failure, I explained how there's three forms of it, and each form contains a particular thought. One of those thoughts is irrational, another one is false, and the third one is abusive. And speaking about the particular abusive thought, which is one of the forms of fear of failure, I was saying how it's abusive in that it's a slanderous view of yourself because the basic thought is, I can't succeed. So it's this idea that you're fundamentally flawed. And so I was saying that's abusive toward yourself. It's a slanderous view toward yourself. Actually, it's more fundamentally abusive toward God because if you're saying that you are fundamentally flawed, keyword there, fundamentally, you're saying that you were created poorly. You were created in a way in which you are inclined to do evil. If you believe you're fundamentally flawed, that's saying, well, I was created in a bad way, right? I was created to do evil, right? Rather than the truth, which is we were created good, but we are under pretty much constant manipulation to do wrong, right? We're being constantly bombarded by bunk morality and various forms of propaganda and logical fallacies that basically manipulate us and convince us to go along with abuse, and in so doing violate the greatest commandments, which is to love God, love others, and love ourselves. Abuse is the opposite of love. Hate is not the opposite of love, by the way. Hate is extreme dislike, and it's completely rational and good to have extreme dislike for evil things, for abuse. So it's abuse itself that's actually the opposite of love. So we're being deceived into supporting abuse and thereby violate the greatest commandments. And if we violate the greatest commandments, we sabotage or undermine or um, block our salvation, right? The devil wants to undermine God's guidance and grace and salvation. And so the way to accomplish that is to completely undermine it from the foundation, right? So if the foundation is the greatest commandments, well, the opposite of the greatest commandments would be an abusive thought process and behavior. And so that's exactly what we're deceived into doing.